Hello, everyone. If you have been tuning in regularly, then you know what I'm going to tell you to do first, which is to put your name and class number at the top of your paper so that you can get credit for it. We're in Unit 2, Module 1, Session 2. We're measuring in centimeters, and the first page, you may or may not have to do it. This is a ruler, believe it or not. Here's a ruler. I have this clear ruler here. It's kind of handy if you want to see what's underneath the paper. But if you don't have one at home or a measuring tape, you can cut out all of these lines, cut around the dotted lines, and you can tape all of them together and you will have a 60 centimeter ruler. And that is an option. So first thing I would do if I were you, look around your house to see if you have a ruler or measuring tape that is in centimeters. Okay? If you do not, then you could pause this video, cut this up, glue it, and you will have a very long, handy 60 centimeter ruler. So if you need to, pause it. If not, meet me on the next page. Please measure the following objects in centimeters and record your results. Now, it wants you to record, to measure the width of your bed. And if I zoom in here, you're probably going to notice that that's the short side, right? We're not talking about the long side. But you might find that your bed is longer than your ruler that you have. So let's say you get to the end of your ruler. Okay, I have my ruler, I'm measuring. I only get about this far, I mark it. Well, then you're going to move your ruler back to 0 where you started. Sorry, that's not 0. You're going to move your ruler back to 0, then measure the rest of it and add it together. So you might have a full 60 from here to here, and then you add what's left, and maybe it's 30. Then you would add your 60 and your 30 for a total of 90, okay? And that's just a guess. I honestly don't know how wide your bed is, because all beds are a little different, okay? And then you're going to do the same thing for the width of a door, wherever you are. And maybe you are at a family's office. Maybe you're at one of your parents' offices, aunt and uncle, a friend. They have doors there too. They also have chairs. You can measure how high it is from the floor to the seat where you put your booty, right? You're going to get a phone out and measure it. I have a phone. I can do that one with you, which is kind of fun. I can't really take this video with me, so I'm just going to measure this phone. Let me zoom out a little bit. I'll even turn the phone sideways to make it a little bit easier. And then I will put my centimeters up next to it. You'll notice that, ooh, I have to move my camera a little bit. You'll notice that if I can get rid of the glare, now that's a lot of glare. Let me do this. There we go. That I have 0 right here. And if I follow my numbers all the way to the end, it's pretty close to 13. So I'm going to say minus 13 centimeters. You can label that CM. Okay? Dimensions of your favorite book, right? I have a grade book right here. Ooh, every teacher's favorite, right? So I could measure my grade book, and it wants you to measure the dimensions, so the height and the width. So if I measure the top of this, it looks like it's about 23. So if I draw it, that would be 23 wide. That's centimeters. And if I measure the height, it looks like it's about 29 centimeters tall. So try to list the height and the width, okay? Then go to your refrigerator, do a towel, do your toothbrush, and then make sure you brush your teeth tonight, knowing all the centimeters there, okay? Pause this video, go get to measuring, and then join me back for our last page. By the way, do you have to watch all of my videos? Absolutely not. If you read a question and you go, yep, I know how to do it, well then go do it. If you think to yourself, ooh, gosh, I need to watch this, then watch it. Nothing wrong with that. It says locate objects at home that are about 6 centimeters and 80 centimeters and record the name of the object below. So we want objects. An object that you found that's about 6 centimeters or about 80. About. Pretty close. It does not have to be perfect, okay? Now, 6 centimeters, Well, that's not very big. According to this, 6 centimeters would be about from here to here. That fits in the box, right? By the way, I'm not asking you to draw this. I'm just showing you for reference, okay? So that's about 6 centimeters. So I need to find things in my office. Let's see. My Batman Pez, that's quite a bit longer than that. What about my laser pointer? No, that's also too big. What about this sticky note? Ooh, it's pretty close. I could find something a little closer. I have a stamp. Oh, that is pretty close. What about the width of my mouse? Money, right there. So I might write mouse width. Now, you should not write that down unless you find something in your house. If you have a mouse and you've measured it and it's 6 centimeters wide, then you write mouse width. It could be maybe you have a pencil that's exactly 6 centimeters long. You could write 6 centimeters long, or a pencil length. Okay, about 80 centimeters long or tall. Here, I prepped this for you so you can see this. If I zoom way out, and if I raise my camera as high as it can go, now check this out. Close. There we go. Here we go. So, it's a little hard to see, but you'll be all right. Sorry, just want to make sure you can see it. From here, I put a sticky note in here, to here, is 80 centimeters. Well, that's my thing that's 6 centimeters wide, so this is 80 from here to here. Okay, so what do I have in this room that's 80 centimeters? I'm looking around the room. The nearest thing that I have is this keyboard. And as I set it here, wow, I still have a lot of room between there and there. I do have this box. What if I do this box instead? Set it here. Oh man, I really thought that box was going to be long enough. Still not long enough. So I might have to go around the room and do some searching. Now, fortunately, I did kind of, I won't say cheat, but I did look a little earlier, and my chair is about from the floor to the back of one of my classroom student chairs is about 80. So I could say classroom chair. Okay? Now, let's get back on track. So I'm going to bring this back down. I'm going to zoom in so we can all see it. You could be watching on a phone, you could be watching on your television, I don't know, but we'll make it as big as possible. Let's move on. Jasmine is making cookies for the 4th grade class. The recipe calls for 8 ounces of chocolate chips. So this recipe, you need 8 ounces. She needs to triple, what does triple mean? Triple means to take it times 3, right? Keep that in your brain. So she has 8 ounces, she needs to triple the recipe to have enough for everyone. Ooh, okay, and she is going to add 2 more ounces of chocolate chips to the tripled batch to make the cookies extra delicious. How many ounces does she need altogether? So, well, let's do the first part. This looks like it's more than one step. She has 8, she needs to triple it. So she has 8, she needs to triple it. 8 times 3, that's 24. Okay? OZ is ounces, by the way. Now it says, and she is going to add 2 more ounces of chocolate chips to the tripled batch to make it delicious. 24 plus 2, 26 ounces. By the way, at any point in time, you can pause to work this out on your own. Now, we could have, maybe drawn an 8 and said she needs to triple it, add them together to get the 24. We could have done it that way. And then we needed to add 2 more, which would have gotten us 26. We could have done it that way. I like that it said to triple to take times 3. That works for me. But if you would rather do this, if you'd rather do pictures, if you'd rather do a number line, you do whatever you need to, okay? Don't be afraid to pause that video and work it out. You might find out that we have the same ideas. Fill in the bubble beside the equation that best represents this problem. C stands for ounces of chocolate chips, okay? Fill in that best, so it says best. So we're only going to highlight 1, okay? Did we take 8 plus 3 plus 2? No, we took 8 times 3, right? So we're not going to select this one. Here's an 8 times 3. And then did we add 2 ounces? I kind of like that, right? But you always want to take a look at the end. 8 times 3. Oh, we have 2 8 times 3s. This one says then you subtract 2. This one says you add 2. Well, what did the problem say? Add 2 more ounces. Oh my goodness, I think we know which one to select. We took our 8 ounces, we tripled it, and then we added 2 ounces. Jasmine can fit 12 cookies on a cookie sheet. She needs 6 times that many cookies for the whole 4th grade. Let's do that much first. 12 cookies on a cookie sheet. So I could do, like, draw a cookie sheet and do, let's see, something like this. That's just for visual purposes. So there's 12. She needs 6 times that for the whole 4th grade. So she needs whatever this is times 6. What's 12 times 6? Well, if you count by 12, so what do you get? 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6 more. So 60 plus 12 is 72. So I'm just skip counting to 72. So that answer, 12 times 6, is 72. And that's cookies, right? Jasmine also wants to have 2 cookies for each of the 4 teachers. 4 teachers, they each get 2 cookies. 4 teachers each get 2 cookies. So we need an extra how many? We need 8 more. So we have 72 for the kids, 8 for the teachers. We're going to add those together. What do we have? A really nice even number. We need 80 cookies. Now I'm hungry. How dare you, Jasmine? She better bring me one tomorrow. Now, you have to show your work. Have to show your work. Sometimes you're going to miss a problem, and that's okay. Maybe you missed something while you were skip counting, but your process was great. Maybe you had the right thinking, but maybe one number got messed up along the way. You get credit for that. Make sure you show your thinking. If you drew it out, fine. If you did skip counting, fine. If you did 12 times 6 and you did the algorithm, great. You do you. But make sure you show me what you're thinking, okay? Your teacher needs to know. The challenge. Whew. When 2 pieces of rope are placed end to end, so I have 2 pieces of rope, they measure 40 meters in length. So this altogether from here to here, when you put them end to end, that's 40, okay? When the 2 pieces are laid side by side, so if I have the ropes like this, one is 10 meters longer than the other. So this one is 10 meters more than that one. Oh gosh, how long is each rope? Well, they're not even, are they? Originally we said, well, if 2 pieces of rope and they're 40, if they would have been even, this one would have been 20 and this one would have been 20. That is not true. They're even. This one is 10 more than that one. So what is that going to be? Do we have to guess? Not really. If one is 10 more, we can take 40. We could take our full rope, take 10 off of it. How much do I have left? Well, I have 30, don't I? So I should have 2 bits of rope that I can split this into that should be even, right? Ignore this for a second. Visually, I don't like the way that looks. So if I think about this, these 2, this rope plus this rope, should be whatever's left. So we said that was 30, right? So these 2 bits of the rope are the same. They add up to 30. So what is 30 divided by 2? Well, that's 15. If that's true, then we should be able to draw 2 ropes that make sense. So this is 15. This is 15 plus 10. Okay, let's do that. 15 plus 10. Got a 5 and a 2. We've got a 25. So this rope is 25 meters. Okay? Stay with me. This longer one is 25 meters. We're going to say that this one is 15. So if we draw it the way that the problem said, if you line them up end to end, and I'm going to make one look longer. We said one was 15, one was 25. If we did it right, it says they measure 40 meters. 25 plus 15. When you add them together, what do you get? You get 40. Okay? So how long is each rope? One is 15, one is 25. Make sure you label them meters. This is kind of a challenging problem because, and it's called the challenge for a reason, there are many ways you could solve this. Sometimes it's trial and error. You could take numbers away from 40 and then see if it works with the number 10. Or you could take this known number, 10, away from the total, which is how we got 30. And we knew that these two other pieces of rope had to be the same once you got rid of the extra. So 15 and 15 make that 30. That is a tough problem. If I lost you on there, I hope that we have more challenge problems like this so that we can get you comfortable with trying to get your logical brain piecing this together. Okay? Well, that's enough for me. Hopefully your name's on that paper like I asked you. If you have questions, ask your teacher. Okay, check you later.